Hi Libra, this is Shannon with Apex Tarot Pure Spirit, and I'm here to do your Piscean season reading. That's really hard to say. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, guys. I haven't done a reading like this for quite some time, and so I've just, here I am and here you are. And I got my camera all kind of rigged up in a certain way so that I can be personable with you all. And anyway, so yeah, here we are. I could be speaking to your cross watcher at any given time. I'm going to do a little cross spread here, and we'll take 2 cards on each position. And I'm using the Rider-Waite. I'm also going to use a little small deck that has just a bunch of words on it. We'll pull several words to get different messages for any given person. This energy is going to hit people differently, so obviously as general, take what resonates and check out the rest. And then I'm going to take a rune and a Hebrew letter, and each Hebrew letter has a meaning to that letter, okay? And many of you who follow my channel, you know that I like the Hebrew. It's the living language, so I'll be using that as well. I think that's it. So anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I will quickly pull these cards out here, give them a shuffle, and pull everything out, and then we'll go over everything. So thank you, Sweet Divine. For Libra, okay, so we have the 7 of Wands already coming out here. That is my cue to cut the deck. So let's get started. Somebody's been fighting a war here in the past position, so blocking other people, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. Either you're on this side or you're on that side. And so I'm sure I'm talking to both people, but there's something that's been really hard, and somebody's really had to stand their ground in some kind of fight and fussing and passions and all kinds of stuff. So that is the basis of what we're talking about here. In the position of what's behind you or what just happened is the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Please go watch the Pisces reading because the sun is there right now, and I always direct everybody over there where the sun is. In the right now position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. I've seen this a couple of times in a couple people's readings, so please go watch your other placements as well. And we have the Queen of, the High Priestess in the crowning space of the situation that we're talking about. And then we got people showing up here, and then we've got the King of Pentacles in your outcome position. We're gonna go into the round. Let me get situated here. So to clarify, the 7 of Wands is the Temperance card, Sagittarius. We've got, we got people showing up here. We got the Knight of Cups here in the what just happened, clarifying the Queen of Cups. In the right now moment, we have the 3 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, air, piercing that heart. But there's a new beginning here. In the, wow, I've seen this in Aries, I believe. We have the 5 of Swords, clarifying the High Priestess. And then we have the Hierophant that is clarifying the King of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom. I see the Queen of Swords in the Gemini reading. You got a lot of people here. So you have the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I thought I seen one more, but I guess I didn't. So obviously there's just been warring going on. Somebody's got their heart broke. Okay, what just happened is some kind of maybe apology or some kind of manipulation took place for some type of a renewal, and somebody got their heart broke. Obviously, there's somebody at the crowning thought of their mind in either some kind of hidden agenda to do something really bad, or there's some kind of reconciliation there. But the High Priestess represents secrets and not talking. Somebody's really thinking about something here. We'll go over all of this. We have a court trial going on. I've seen that in a couple, I don't remember who it was. Maybe I've seen it twice. This card came out somewhere. We have attraction coming out. So obviously we got third party situations. We've got 3 swords in that heart showing up here. We've got the Company. Okay, so you know, company situation. We got a cage. We got a robber coming up here. Now, your energy also, I'm sure I'm talking to law enforcement as well. And obviously, we are talking about law situations. We got a court trial coming out here. Okay? And a cage can be anybody, you know, being really bad and being put, you know, put off and being segregated to somebody just, you can go to your animals being involved in a situation. It could be, you can look at that as jail, going to the cage or something like that. We have somebody spying. Also seen that card come out. Take a few more for you, Libra. We have a van, a band, flowers, and a sister-in-law. Couple more, please, for Libra. Oh, my God. There's obviously a mess going on because there's addictions here at the bottom. Okay? Like I said, what I'm picking up here, and I was picking this same energy up. There's a dark night of the soul, and I've seen that in Cancer's reading, and I want to say I've seen it in the Virgo reading. We have a mother-in-law that also came out in the Virgo reading. We have a pool. I can be shooting pool, and that we got a whole lot of cards that just flipped over, so I'm going to take the ones that I'm seeing, okay? The others are going back to the pile because it's just way too much. We have somebody in love. There's a card on the floor that flipped over with a bunch of other cards that are not flipped over. I'm not taking those, but I can see somebody is in love or said they were in love. And then we've got a pool, and it's so refreshing. Okay, well, if somebody jumped into a pool, okay, and something happened with attraction here in that swimming pool on some kind of trip or something like that, then that can be a scenario that's going to hit so many people in so many different ways. But somebody's gone through the dark night of the soul, and there's a robber here, okay? There is somebody here that is listening, okay? They're listening, okay? Well, if we're talking about somebody spying, and we are, because somebody's spying and they're listening. Okay? I don't want to scare anybody, but this is what the divine's bringing out here. Okay? And we've got a van here and a cage and flowers. And flowers can be anything to, I want to make up to I love you or whatever. But there's something going on here. We're going to go over this. Let me take a Hebrew card here. This is for Libra, please, divine. Remember, there's addictions at the bottom of the... So we have the Yod, which is the 10th letter of the, we also have a door at the bottom of the deck as well. And that goes to keys and things like that. So for whatever reason, while I looked at it, I did. We've got the Yod coming out here. And this is the 10th letter of the Hebrew, which would be the same as going to Jupiter energy. And you do have at the basis of what we're talking about, Jupiter energy is showing up here. And that is the Wheel of Fortune. That's travel. That's your higher mind, higher learning, higher understanding, foreign people, foreign places. That's karmic. That's law. That's expansion. That will goes either way. That's reconciliation. Got all kinds of stuff. And the reconciliation card is here. And I also seen this card in the Virgo reading as well. I think it was the Virgo reading. But you've got management situations going on here. This is a management card. This is alchemizing things together. This is love. This is, you know, the Two of Cups that the angel here is balancing together. This is about balancing as well. And somebody's really been fighting here in a situation or being blocked. Okay, this is about truth. It should be. And somebody's able to stand their ground in their truth and have the vantage point here, even though something's here being blocked. Now, this also goes with about teaching, or is connected to teaching. Oh my God, I've done so many videos. I apologize. This goes back to teaching. This is spirituality. And if this also represents somebody standing here and teaching something, then that's positive. There's reconciliation. We do see the sun here in the background. Okay, but there is some hard energies here. So this Yod goes back to all that energy. It represents the hand and work and deed and the ability and might and power. Okay, that could go back to your bosses. That can go back to all kinds of stuff here. We have people showing up here. What's behind you now is either some kind of reconciliation that did take place, okay, or it didn't. It broke the heart because in the right now moment we have a solid offer, okay, but there's some, either for this heart or somebody didn't take it and it broke the heart. And that could be true either way, okay? So we've got water coming up here in what just happened or what's behind you now. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? This is either somebody real dreamy and romantic and idealistic, or this is the law or undercover agents. All that can go back to that. Things that can be hidden as well with water. It's real emotional stuff here going on. Okay, so we had somebody spying though. We have a sister-in-law and a mother-in-law here. So we have family showing up here in these words. And we've got attraction and in love down here, a cage and flowers, okay? Or somebody felt like they were in a cage, or somebody, you know, with, like I said, maybe somebody was really put in a cage or whatever. We've got somebody who's got a heartbreak. And at the top of the mind here, because that's 3 swords in the heart, okay? Words that just pierce that heart in the right now moment. Or there's something healing it, but this is what I'm feeling with this, what's in the crowning position for you, Libra. You know, the High Priestess is here. And the High Priestess is positive. You're going to use your intuition and tap into how to maneuver on whatever this fight has been, and this management situation, and this work, and this deed, and this movement has been for you, and this manipulation, and this heartbreak. This secretive stuff. This is being secretive and going right back to the moon and not just hunting and chasing things. Now, I'm saying all that because it's being coupled by this. Okay, this is a hidden agenda card. This can be a reconciliation card, but it also came out in another reading. I was feeling the same energy with that card. As if, you know, somebody was really trying to pay off somebody. It really broke off the heart. It broke the heart off. And that's not going to be for everybody, but I am picking that up for somebody. And I know what's been coming across my stuff here, okay? We have a robber, okay? If somebody robbed somebody, took their money, then it broke their heart in the right now moment. You know, this energy is here, and we've got somebody with, you know, unbridled ambition. I'm going to win at all costs. And it's also a defeat card as well going on at the top of somebody's crowning thoughts of this situation, because there's management or the lack thereof and a lack of truth, or there is truth that's either healing that heart or not. It's going either way, because we do have reconciliation here at what we are actually talking about, the basis of this reading. In your outcome, we have the Hierophant with the King of Pentacles. Well, the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, if we're talking about marriages and stuff like that, we obviously have, so we have a king, a queen, and a knight. We have 2 queens, a knight, and a king is what we actually have out here. Other people. One of them's a mother-in-law for some of you all. One of them's a sister-in-law for some of you all. Family. Okay? People spying and going through the dark night of the soul. And we have law out here, which is your energy with this. And if this is in the upright, somebody's put their hand out. And, you know, this is marriages. This is also governments and hospitals and spirituality. The same as the Temperance card. Take you back to the Yod energy of the Wheel of Fortune. And, or this is law, getting involved in something. Especially if there's somebody who's a cheater and a robber. We've got the Company here. For some of you all, we got an organization involved in something here. And here we go. We got a boss figure right here. And this goes back to bank systems and all kinds of stuff. Well, this is society itself in the outcome. Okay, either being really grounded, taking that and healing this heart. Okay. And tapping into your intuition and getting through this energy here with this 5 of Swords. Okay. And really reconciling. And needing to be, you know, sharp-minded about something, but being kind. Okay, she's been around the block. She's got her hand out. She knows what she's talking about if she's in the upright. If not, she'll cut your throat. She won't care. She'll be this. And it'll be a secret. Okay, and I'm not talking about it. I'm just thinking about it kind of stuff. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but this is what's coming through my system. My spirit. Okay, and maybe it has been going through somebody's system. That's hatred kind of stuff going on up here. I mean, this is hard fighting here. Somebody really having to hold their ground, okay? Anyway, so this is your outcome. A commitment, a marriage, you know, new jobs, the company coming out here. Let's take a rune on this. I'm going to take another card on the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. So we've got hail, H-A-I-L coming out here, which is an H. That might mean something for some of you. We have the H and the Y coming out here. All right. The Y is also equivalent to the G and the P, and the H is the Q and the Z. That might mean something for someone. This H is the 9th letter. Our 9th letter would be the I. And the 18 is the moon, which is also a 9. If we're corresponding these, that would be an R. So that might mean something for somebody as well. Anyway, this is sacrifice, caution, solitude. Well, if somebody's been in a cage or feeling like they're just tied up in a cage, you can break free from something here because there's been manipulation and fighting and carrying on here. And we got the whole company for some of you all involved in some stuff, and somebody's listening, and we got legal stuff going on because this is a law card. Okay, and your energy is tied to that. Then there you go. We've got debts, and we have a robber here. And if somebody robs somebody and put them in debt of some kind, then that's what's happened. We have worries. We have unexpected and initially unwanted births. I've talked about that on my channel. I won't go into that. And that's all that means. I want to take a card for you all on this Hierophant and this King of Pentacles. Give me a card, please, for the Libra energy for the Hierophant. Thank you. Okay, well, we got people. So we got the company showing up for some of you all. We got the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. We've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords now. The King of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Cups. The company out here. This is lawyers, judges, bosses, fathers, people cold as ice. We got people who would get up in war. We got the Queen of Wands in the negative, burn everything to smithereens. Okay? And we're talking society here then with the Hierophant. Okay? So we were clarifying these two cards, and we get two people that come out. Okay? Which would be a total of 3 court cards then. 2 kings and a queen on this position. Executives. People taking action. People giving aid for some of you all. Where a broken heart has taken place. Maybe somebody had heart issues. Surgery. We got surgeons and stuff out here. We got a match. We've got divorcees showing up out here as well. That's amazing. You know, I didn't do this on anybody else's reading, but I'm going to take an oracle card on this stuff because you guys had a lot of people. We got stinginess here at the bottom here. The miser itself. Actually, I do want to take a card on this High Priestess here because I do not like how I feel in the mind space of what I'm feeling when I'm looking at those cards. Show me this 5 of Swords and this High Priestess. Thank you. There's healing here. Something's guided. There's an Empress. Okay, so that's exposure. We have the Star and the Moon showing itself in this position, and we have the Empress. We've got all kinds of queens out here, and she has all 4 queens in her. We have 3 queens out here. The Empress represents a known figure, just like the Star would be exposure. She's got law in her as well. That also said something about initially an unwanted birth. She represents a mother always giving birth to projects and things like that, and would represent, you know, somebody who maybe has a lot of children or got pregnant and didn't want the baby like it said, and now something's taking place, and whatever this is, there's the Seven of Pentacles. That was in Virgo's reading. Leaving stormy waters behind. The Star card is optimism. So if that Five of Swords is making an amends, then that's beautiful. For a very small few of you, I can't kick what I'm feeling. I just can't kick what I'm feeling from that Five of Swords with the High Priestess there, because that's secrets. I'm also seeing a B and a J there on these pillars. Just notice that. I want to take some words on that. Because if that's law, because the Empress has the legal skills within her, then law big time is showing up here. We got executives, we got the company showing up here. But I do want to take some more actual words on that. Show me this High Priestess with this Five of Swords. A treasure. We got a treasure coming up here. Well, we had a robber, and the High Priestess represents somebody secretive. We have law that just came out. And we got celebrity underneath that. So the Star is there. If somebody's secretly, if something's secretly going on in a very big public way, but yet it's secret, we have a lawyer also showing up here. We have a boy that jumped out, and we have the East. Whatever that means for any given person. Okay? Riches and wealth. We have a robber here. Okay? And we have a social situation coming out. So, major stuff taking place. So, there's pregnancy stuff and secrets about it. And we've got real social stuff and things that are valuable, treasure. Okay, we got court stuff going on here. The wheel is turning. There's law here, but there is reconciliation here for you all as well. I am going to go ahead and take I didn't do this for anybody else, but I just feel led to do it for you all. This is for Libra. What further information, Divine, can you give us for Libra? There's a court trial going on somewhere for some of you all. Okay, that came out. Did it come out here, or was that? No, it was, yeah. The court trial is right there. We have a law and lawyer showing up here over somebody who robbed something, some type of treasure or some type of something that was valuable to somebody. And if this is, you know, for some of you all, that could be these people showing up. Obviously, there's family here. There's a court trial. Then you got lawyers and things like that involved in the outcome here. You got divorces going on. If somebody wanted a renewal and you know, really wanted to. This also can represent conception. And if somebody wanted to make amends because their broken heart, because of that initially unwanted birth, and that's, you know, and wanted to heal something, then that's showing that then there. There's a boy here. I mean, it could be a boy or a girl, but a boy is showing up here. The card that came out is healing, which that's positive. That's absolutely positive. Purification by fire at the bottom. This says somebody's getting sweet victory in a situation, okay? There's a great big heart here in this tree. And in the right now moment, the heart has really a lot of punctured words and sharpness that has taken place and gone through it. Okay, but there's healing here. And we do have the star here. Okay, that is guiding the way. Okay, but that's also celebrity stuff and people in the public eye, just like the Empress represents that as well. We got a lot of law stuff here. We got a lot of exposing stuff here and a lot of people showing that. Okay, and we've got a lot of work and movement taking place here. Okay, but this says reconnecting with your true nature. So whatever all this is and all this fighting has been and the truth about something, and this alchemizing stuff, and the management of it, and the learning the lesson, and the movement, and the authority of a situation, there's healing here. Okay, this is the number 33, and 33 is compassion. Okay, and so some of you all who have gone through really, really hard stuff and felt like you were in a cage, or maybe you were even put in a cage, or you've seen somebody who was, somebody's going to get some sweet victory out of it. Okay, and if you have information on anything, then please come forward. Okay, because we do have secrets here. Okay, and I can't shake what I'm still feeling. If this secret, and this is going to be for a very small few of you all, but like I said, I cannot shake it. I don't know when the Spirit's speaking. There's going to be a court trial because of this person here that is needing healing, because they're just like this all the time. Unbridled ambition. And this is representing needing a hospital, because this represents hospitals. And a team of doctors and the company there that need to do something for this person who's got secret agendas in their heart. Then I'm picking that up here, okay? And if this boy is who the High Priestess is representing, that could be somebody's child, or obviously somebody's, you know, somebody's boy that's got secret agendas or needs healing in the mind or something like that. I don't know, but that's coming through my spirit. Okay, you could your boy could be 40 years old and you could be 70 for all I know. I don't know. We've got family here, and we got a company of people here, and we got heartbreak. We got all kinds of stuff in your reading, and we got a lot of law here. So you guys just pick up these pieces, okay? And then we got a counselor here. And I think I need counseling after this reading, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. But there's sweet victory, so let me just leave you with that. And there's healing for whatever this is. Let me know how it goes down below. And until next time, y'all, shalom.